Okay, I've got a cracker and a tray. Hello, today is Sunday the 5th of December. I've not vlogged yet, but tomorrow I am leaving for London. I'm about to set my alarm and then lie in bed and read for a little bit before going to sleep because I want to have an early night tonight before I leave. I've not vlogged yet this weekend because I have worked, basically. I've worked 9 till 5 on Saturday, 10 till 4 on Sunday. So I worked all weekend. I'm just going to set my alarm. I went up for 5:45, so I need to set one. If not, I need to make a new alarm. Because I need to be at college for 7. Well, the bus leaves at 7. The coach leaves at 7. And we need to be there by 6:45. So I'm going to have to probably be leaving about 6:20. I live like 15 minutes away from college, but I don't want to be late, so I'm gonna lie in bed and read for a few minutes before going to bed because it's 8:30 and I really don't want to be, I don't want to have an earlier night. The bus left at 7 o'clock and we arrived in London at around 2 o'clock. We were then allowed out to go and see what was in the area. The group that I was with, we didn't want to go too far from the hostel as to not get lost, but there was this really cool mural in the area. That night we wandered over to Trafalgar Square. The National Gallery is near Trafalgar Square and it was free entrance. You just had to scan to get a ticket on your phone. So we went in and had a look around the National Gallery. Sunflowers by Van Gogh was in the National Gallery and it was really interesting to see the colours and brush strokes up close, as it's something that you see a lot of photos of, but it was really interesting to see it in person. It was really nice and Christmassy in Trafalgar Square. We had McDonald's in Leicester Square for tea that night as we were really tired and hungry, and then we went into M&M World, and I haven't been able to smell since COVID, but there was a really strong smell of M&Ms in there, and so I could smell M&Ms, which I really liked. We then went across the road and went into the Lego shop, and everything was made out of Lego, including this really cool mural. On Tuesday morning, we took the Underground for the first time, which was really scary, to get to Tate Britain. This artist uses 3D objects that she's found or bought at seaside locations and takes photos and then edits them and combines them together, which I found really interesting. We then got on another coach and went to Warner Brothers Studios and Harry Potter World. Everything was decorated nice and Christmassy here, which I thought was really nice. So I didn't know this, but for Hagrid they had a voice actor and then they had a really tall man and they put a robotic head on top of him so that Hagrid was the right height. So these goblin masks take ages to make. They have to cast the actor, they have to paint them, split them up into sections, and to just do one pair of eyebrows it takes about a day to weave the hair in, and they also have to do that for the full head of hair as well. So these take ages to make, which makes you appreciate them so much more. So for these marble looking columns, they had to do paper marbling, and they had big pieces of paper that weren't big enough to go around the whole column, but they paper marbled these pieces of paper. They ripped them up, they stuck them on, and they joined them together, and they painted over them. So these also took a long time to make, and the detail in them is amazing. I thought it was really cool because I actually did this at the end of last school year, so it was really interesting to see paper marbling being used in a real life way. This looks like it's actually 3D, but it's not. It's a screen that's there behind the set. I loved seeing Diagon Alley because J.K. Rowling based it off of the Shambles in York, which I went to earlier in the year, so it was really cool to see the contrast and how she took the inspiration and how she made it her own. So the castle is covered in snow as it's winter time, and they have 4 different types of snow that is put onto the castle in different areas, and they have set designers come in and put it on and then take it off when it's summertime. And it was really interesting to hear how much work goes into putting the snow onto the castle. On this morning we went to the Van Gogh immersive experience. Now when you first walked in you had a bunch of information and pictures of his work, but when you walk downstairs you had more of these setups and also this really nice room, which I'll get to in a minute. So this is the really nice room. It's nice and relaxing in here. The music's really nice and everyone's really quiet, and I was really tired on this morning, so I really could have fallen asleep in here, but it was really, really nice in here. Now just off of here there is a VR experience that you can do. Now it's normally £5, but because I was with a college trip they paid for us all to do that. In the VR experience you walk around and it shows you scenes, and then it shows you one of his paintings, and he painted from that scene, and it was really interesting to use the bright colours that he uses compared to the colours in the actual scene. This is just a little snippet of what the music was like in this room. We then went to the Alicecuracao and Curacao exhibit at the V&A, which I really enjoyed. So a lot of these are printed instead of hand-drawn, which they look like they are, but I thought it was really cool. It just makes you appreciate the detail in them so much more because they're printed and each of these sections were cut out. I didn't record that much in the V&A because I'd recorded a lot over the time in London, and I just wanted to enjoy everything in the V&A because there was a lot to take in. My plug for my chargers, so I bought that really cute plug and lead from Tiger, and now it's just going to stay in my backpack so that I can bring it to college. Got the leads for everything, I just forgot the actual plug. I feel really silly. We then, because it was our last night, all went out, and me and a group of 6 other people went to Covent Garden, and it was really nice because it was the 6 of us from my graphics class and the teacher who teaches us for most of our lessons for my course, and so it was really, really nice and special and made the last night so much more special. There's a sock shop that literally sells just socks. It's called Happy Socks. Although one pair of socks was $11.95. On our last morning, we walked over to the Tate Modern, and this really looked like London and how you imagine London. Okay, so yesterday after we did the Tate Modern, we got back to the YHA and left at around 2 o'clock. We got back to college at about 8:30. It was actually more like 8:20, so we were actually like earlier than we were supposed to be, which is good. I was really tired on the coach ride home. So I didn't end up sleeping. I just sat and watched like my TV show and my movies on my iPad. And sat and watched that on the whole way home. It's Friday. I am gonna finish the vlog here because I have a load of clips already from London and it's crazy. Like it's not even worth me like vlogging today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Bye guys.